So hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the new day and new vlog. Today we have with us our beloved friend Muntasir, and we thought that as today we are discussing and we are preparing for our seminar Milestone-1, and we thought to share the points that what we have to do or what we are doing for this particular milestone. As in yesterday's vlog, you must have seen that we had to prepare for the preparation meeting and we got some inputs. So we thought that in this video we'll discuss what are the points that we are following. So if you can start.
So first I would say it can vary from supervisor to supervisor, person to person.
Yeah.
For example, for other people we have heard they are doing different things for Milestone 1. But for our supervisor, he said actually to give us a PDF where we will mention our category names, that these are the categories we will write, and then he also before he gave us some list of questions that we have to sort in them, in which category we will answer those questions. So that at first we did it. I think this is how this is my second time for encountering latex.
Correct.
Have you ever in latex before?
No, like this. So one of the point that we got was that we have to make an account in Overleaf. So Overleaf, it's kind of a latex editor, and we have to like edit our draft paper because we have to make paper in that template. So for the first milestone, we have been asked that we have to form a maybe template.
Yeah,
right.
The template is also given in the SEDA website.
Correct.
We have just to change it according to our format.
Correct. So this was also one of the point in yesterday's meeting, that he showed us the our supervisor showed us the SEDA website. From there we got the template. That template we imported in the
latex
Overleaf latex, and then we have to edit. So suppose we have to tell in the first milestone that what are the categories for our paper we will be including, right? And suppose for us it's 5 categories that but this is for our
part. It can vary from person to person, supervisor to supervisor, topic to topic. But for us, there was categories. Then we have some list of questions. Then we just categorize those questions into our format. For example, this question should go into this part. This question should be answered in this part. The benefit of latex is when you write that, it has option of downloading as PDF, so you can easily convert it as a PDF. So we have wrote it in latex, so we can download the PDF. We have to send this PDF tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline. Tomorrow to our supervisor.
So we have to mail it. We have to edit it. So for us, suppose we are including some categories like introduction, related work, methodology,
result, conclusion, basic things. Everything. So, I think this is common for everyone.
Correct. And so we also have some list of questions that our supervisor shared with us, and we have to sort them out. We have to tell them which questions we will be answering in our paper, and we have to group them in each of the categories.
Correct.
So it's kind of just listing down and sorting it. For the content writing, we still have some time, but
we still have 4 weeks. Every milestone is 4 weeks now. So you have to. This next part is we have to prepare a draft, but before the draft, I think we have almost finished our searching. I think I would say first part was searching. Just search the research paper on which you will write your paper.
Correct.
So we will assume that our searching is finished. So we will start the second part.
Correct. So if we tell that in this milestone we have to group down the things, we have to install make account from we made the account from our university mail ID.
That's true.
And you can get the access with the university mail ID. And also we are editing through it. So we have we did this setup today. Then we sorted out the questions based on the categories, and we are looking into it. And also we have to download it as a PDF, and then
we have to send it to the supervisor.
Although there is not any meeting on Monday, but the thing is we have to mail it till the end of the day, I guess. And
I think so.
And this
I was thinking I will send it today.
You can send it before as well. This is just the deadline that you have to mail it
before the deadline, but
you can mail it anytime. And then and this is the thing that one has to do, because you have to cover the milestones.
For project, it is that there is a fixed date. On that day everyone meets and you have to show it. For milestones, it both mainly depends on your supervisor.
Correct.
So you have to satisfy your supervisor that your supervisor is happy with your milestone. Only our supervisor said we will only meet on the final presentation day. On that day everyone will say anything.
Correct.
So it can happen that your supervisor is meeting you once in a 4 month or 2 month, and but on the first meeting I think only our supervisor said that let's set a every week meeting, then we have a proper step forwarding.
Correct. So it's
that was a good thing, I would say.
And it is, although we'll discuss these things because we have weekly meetings, it depends on the team as well. Some teams might not have weekly meetings because there is not a weekly milestone in seminar.
True.
Like the milestone have specific dates, so you have to fulfill that. So I think the milestone date one has to fulfill if he wants to reach till the end of the seminar.
Correct.
Because if you're not, suppose if there is a milestone of draft paper, although we'll reach there and then we'll talk about it, but you have to submit or fulfill that milestone if you want to proceed further with the seminar. Otherwise,
it can happen that your supervisor is not that strict, then at the end of when your presentation is near, then you are realized, oh, I have to do it, then you can do it all together, but that will be difficult. The milestone is set so that we can achieve it slowly by slowly, and it will become
our
easier.
Supervisor can see what we are doing or in which path we are following. So this is our first milestone, that the things we are trying to do, and also this is to check our progress as well, how we are progressing with the work that has been given to us. And so this is what we are doing for our seminar milestone 1. We got the inputs, now we have to implement them. We tried to, as we told from the questions, like we had some set of research papers, although we have some questions, so it's like suppose we got 20 questions, so whatever questions we can sort
maybe 10 to maybe 15, depends.
It depends. So those questions we have to sort in different categories. We just have to sort them and tell them that this we are going to answer. It's not necessary, especially for this milestone, that we answer this. Because we have to research more.
We have to read the research paper that you have found so far listed out.
Correct.
And based on that, you have to write the summary. I think that is what our draft will be. So when we write some draft, our question will be automatically answered.
So for this, if we talk about, or if we just summarize it, then we got the inputs. We are sorting the questions out. We made the account on the overleaf. For the editor. I'm not sure about what other teams are doing. There might be some different requirements for them, because it depends from supervisor to supervisor and how they are meeting and what approach they are following. Like some people might be working on Miro board, right? Like they have to make some kind of
the mind map.
Some mind map
has a mind map option.
So it totally depends on your supervisor. But the thing is, the generalized thing which I can say is that the milestone, everyone has to do it. So suppose everyone has to submit the first milestone, that is about the structure or the template that you have to give, right? Including like what are the categories or what are the things you would be writing, or how you will be approaching this particular research paper or the topic. So this is what we are doing. Now we'll mail. You can mail till the deadline, but if you mail before also, that is also fine. Maybe you get some inputs from the supervisor and then he can
give feedback. If there is any major changes needed, then he can give feedback and he can do it before the deadline.
Correct.
So that's a good feedback it would be.
So I think this is, you want to add any more point?
No, I think that is everything. For the seminar we are doing it.
Correct.
So far I will be say we are in a good position. We can do it.
Correct. So now this is what we are doing, and I hope you get some information. We thank Muntasir as well for joining us and sharing the information. That's it for this vlog, and we'll see you in new day, new vlog. Rest you know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Namaste. Chalo.